witchcraft, there is a lot of terminology, and sometimes you can find conflicting information as to what certain terms mean. That's where this video comes in to kickstart and give you a little taste of the words and terms and what they actually mean. We aren't covering all of them, not even close. We're going to do this in an A to Z style, one term for each letter with its meaning. For a comprehensive guide, you can grab Witchitorium, the tome of which this video is based, or just beg us in the comments for a second video. Anyways, let's go. Anthropomorphic. This means something that has human characteristics and traits to non-human beings. Deities such as Anubis and Krishna are considered to be anthropomorphic deities due to their animal forms. In modern media, Mickey Mouse, Goofy, and Donald Duck are anthropomorphic creatures because of their ability to talk and have human thoughts and feelings. Black salt. Black salt is made using the ashes of herbs and incense and mixing it with salt. Black salt is often referred to as witch's salt and is primarily used in defensive magic such as protection, banishment, and warding against curses and hexes, though it is equally effective to cast curses and hexes. Chakra. The word chakra comes from the Sanskrit word for wheel and refers to energy centers in the body. These points of the body are thought to be spinning wheels / discs of energy that flow from one to the other. A chakra can be open and closed, but it is possible for a chakra to be too open as well. If the chakras are out of balance, it may have an effect on the mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual self, so quite important. Daemon. This is the older way of spelling demon and comes from ancient Greece. It was also used to describe a divine or supernatural being that had no moral alignment. Equinox. Each year there are 2 equinoxes which occur when the sun passes the celestial equator. It is a time when night and day are at equal length. They occur around the 21st of March and 21st of September, but the dates and times vary from year to year. Freezer spell. A freezer spell is a spell that is designed to be put in the freezer in order to prevent someone from doing something. You can keep adversaries at bay, freeze people out of your life, or stop someone from continuing particular behaviors. It is very similar to a binding spell, but you put it in the freezer. Hence freezer spell. Geomancy. Geomancy is a type of divination that requires handfuls of dirt or earth which is then thrown in the air. How the dirt falls to the ground provides advice and wisdom. In literal terms, it means divination with the earth. Hag stone. A hag stone is a stone that has a naturally formed hole which goes all the way through the stone. In folklore, it is believed that hag stones are good luck charms and can protect the carrier from baneful magic and negativity. This comes from the belief that only good things can pass through the hole because the negative gets stuck in the hole. Invocation. Invocation is often confused with evocation. The difference is when you invoke a spiritual force like a deity, you are inviting them into your own body, while when you evoke a spiritual force, you are only welcoming them into your circle or ritual space. Jinx. A jinx is a form of baneful magic which causes the target to suffer bad luck. It is also used to describe someone who has particularly bad luck, which causes trouble for others. There's also the arcane character Jinx. Kitchen witch. A kitchen witch is someone whose magic is focused and mainly practiced in the kitchen. They weave magic into all of their creations, whether it is an intricately planned spell, a simple cup of tea, or the meals they make. Lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming happens when a dreamer realizes they are, in fact, dreaming, which allows for them to have a modicum of control over the dream and what is happening. Maiden. The maiden is an aspect of the triple goddess, and she is depicted as a young, innocent, full of enthusiasm and hopeful figure who is closely associated with the dawn, spring, and virginity. Neo-paganism. Neo-paganism is a modern religious movement which focuses on the beliefs, practices, and rituals from older religions which sit outside of the Abrahamic religions. Some neo-pagans like to stick to one culture in their beliefs, while others like to draw from more than one. Occult. The occult is a very broad umbrella which covers a number of different avenues of study, which include, but not limited to, esoterica, the supernatural, magic, and mysticism. Some would characterize witchcraft and astrology as realms of the occult. Palmistry. Palmistry, often called palm reading, is the art of reading the lines and features on the palm of the hand. It is believed that how the lines intersect can tell you a lot about who you are and what your future may hold. Quicksilver. Quicksilver is another name for the liquid state of mercury, which is believed to have originated in alchemy. In alchemy, Quicksilver was associated with the planet and Roman god Mercury, who was also linked to speed and mobility. Mercury is the fastest planet to orbit the sun. Rune casting. Rune casting is a form of divination which uses rune stones to aid in decision making, looking at potential problems and outcomes, but unlike other forms of divination, runes do not foretell the future. They help to understand the present world and situation you may find yourself in. Seer stones. A seer stone is a natural stone that has one flat, polished surface which is believed to hold wisdom, messages, or even visions for those who look into it. Nowadays you can buy crystals that have been cut and polished to create this flat surface, but the ones that have been naturally polished are the best to reveal its wisdom. Tarot. Tarot is a form of divination which has 78 cards and is split into two groups, the Major Arcana and the Minor Arcana. Tarot helps to navigate your spiritual path through being aware of yourself and what is happening around you. There is no right or wrong way to read tarot cards, and while each card has a traditional meaning, it is up to the reader to interpret what the card is saying in relation to the cards around it. Umbra. The umbra is the part of the shadow in the which all light from a given source is excluded. The areas most affected by the umbra will experience a total eclipse. Visualization. Visualization in a literal sense is where you create the image of something in your mind. Through visualization, a witch can work on manifesting something by keeping it clear in their mind's eye. One way you can say it is that it is the ability to use the full power of your imagination and creativity to experience reality differently. Warlock. The term warlock has gone through many changes over the years. Some sources say that warlock means oathbreaker or deceiver and does magic only for their own evil purposes. Nowadays, the term warlock has started to be used in reference to male witches and male practitioners of the craft. X. There's nothing for X, or if there is, drop it in the comments. Yule log. A Yule log is a log that has been specifically chosen to be burnt in the hearth during the winter solstice. Once the log has been lit, it needs to burn through because to light it again is seen as unlucky. The lighting and burning of the Yule log in the hearth symbolizes the rebirth of the sun and its growing strength. Some cultures believe that burning the Yule log would drive away evil spirits throughout the winter months. It's not just a cake, it turns out. Zen. We often think that Zen is simply a state of peace and balance, but as part of the Mahayana Buddhism, it goes far beyond just balance and peace. It places value in the act of meditation and intuition. Those who choose to find their Zen are choosing to slow their life down so they can focus on meditation. And there you have it, an A to Z of witchcraft terminology explained swiftly and concisely, I hope. Want more? Well, you had to pick up a copy of Witchitorium by Nixie Vale, who also provided the words and information for this video. A one-stop space for all your witchy jargon needs, whether you are new to witchcraft or an experienced veteran. At times there are words and terms that catch you off guard. Witchitorium brings together a diverse collection of terms that you may come across on your path through the craft to provide insight and understanding. It's available from Moonbooks Publishing. Thank you so much for watching. A special thank you as always to our members. You too can become a member and gain early access to videos just like this one. Hit the join button for more information. Subscribe for weekly videos, ring the bell for notifications, and we will see you next time.